That was shocking to me.
Maybe like 5 times or 6 times more expensive than in France, but
So it's pretty comparable to some states in the United States. It's less expensive than like California and New York.
So Rachel, how long have you been living here in Korea?
We've been here for 2.5 years. My husband is military, so I'm out here as a military spouse, but I'm doing my master's degree online. Yeah.
What are you studying?
Cybercrime investigations.
Oh, very serious.
So criminal justice, yeah. Yeah.
She will find the video very easily. No need to give the channel, she knows already.
so we are in a working holiday. So I'm also working online. I have my own businesses and also doing videos as occupation.
So about living in Korea in those 2.5 years, what have you liked the most?
Well, we came from America, so in comparison, I feel very safe here. That was shocking to me just because the other countries I had visited, like as a tourist, it's easy to feel unsafe, but I do feel very safe as a female here. There's cameras everywhere, and I think that helps decrease the crime rates here. So that's probably one of my favorite things, and I was surprised about that. I also really like the food a lot as well. It's a bit healthier, I think. Yeah.
The first day we arrived, we did clubbing like a lot. Yeah. And clubbing is really different from France. Actually, like it's way more better, I think. And all the people are like really kind, and you can drink almost for free. So it's perfect. I love it.
And what would you say are the biggest drawbacks, and what shocked you the most in living in Korea?
I think that the fact that there aren't trash cans, which I feel like a lot of people are aware of that now because it's on like the internet. That was a huge shock to me, and it's kind of annoying. So a very small thing, but also the smell in like the big cities is pretty horrible, and I'm sure it's like that in some other like Southeast Asian countries as well. But yeah, the sewage smell is really bad.
I would say now I think the cold just arrived very fast, and it's getting very cold, so maybe the weather is very different there.
I was a little shocked with how many people learn English as children and then don't speak it as often as adults.
What do you think were true about Korea, or something you really thought, so like it's gonna happen like that, but did not, and you would have liked people to tell you before?
Before coming in Korea, I'm trying to like learn Korean, and I heard about like it's very difficult to make Korean friends and meet people there, but I think it's not really that fact. I think I meet a lot of foreigners and also Korean. When we used to hang out a lot in nightclub, I think every night we talk with people, Korean or foreigners, and we met a lot of like now friends. Honestly, we met a lot of people, so yeah.
I think I would have liked to learn the language ahead of time. For living here, visiting, I think it's fairly easy enough to just get around as a tourist. But I think that I would have liked somebody to tell me that learning the language before living over here would make things a lot easier.
Also, something a lot of people told me about Korea was that almost all the people will be like staring at you because like you're a foreigner. And actually it's not the case, or maybe I'm not seeing it, but I don't feel like any people is like staring at me. We live in Seoul, which is not actually like the main place for all the foreigners people. And all the people there are really kind, and we are kind of the only foreigners there. And everyone is so kind, not staring at us, and not like discrimination or any kind of thing like that.
What's your living cost monthly? Like usually how much you're gonna spend on going out, like cultural stuff, restaurant, housing as well, could be very expensive in Seoul.
Yeah.
So can you share a bit about that?
Okay, so we live together. So in euros or USD, it might be around like 1,000 euros, like 500 each. But it's a brand new building. We are the first one living there. Then going out, it's actually like really cheap. But because it is so cheap, you're more likely to spend more because like you feel like, oh, well, never mind, it's so cheap. So at the end, you might be like spending maybe 30 or 40 euros by night. I say something like that. And whenever we eat outside, it is like maybe less than 10 euros each meal, so you can almost eat outside every day, so it's perfect.
And I will add, by the way, about housing, rental apartments. In Korea, you have to pay a big amount of deposits, so I think it's very different from other countries. For France, it's very different. I think you can relate.
Yes.
Yeah.
have like 10 million water deposits. I relate it totally.
So I do like some grocery shopping with a little bit less expensive than France. So every 2 weeks I'm spending maybe around like 80 euros. But I don't eat like a lot of bullshit things like sugar and all this kind of thing. I'm only eating like rice, chicken, and vegetables. So it is around 80 euros, but I eat a lot. Yeah, and it also depends on what you're gonna buy. If you wanna eat some cheese, because we're French, we love cheese, of course. It will be way more expensive, maybe like 5 times or 6 times more expensive than in France. But like all the other things, meat, fish, and all these kind of things is less expensive, maybe like 15% less expensive, 20%. So it's great to do like some groceries shopping also.
Yeah, so living costs for housing is around 1,500. We don't live in Seoul. Up here it is a lot more expensive. We're down in Pyeongtaek. So yeah, 1,500 for housing is like fairly average, I'd say. Food around like 400 or 500 a month. So it's pretty comparable to some states in the United States. It's less expensive than like California and New York. But yeah, we're not super great about budgeting. Korea does feel a bit cheaper. I'd say like going out to eat is usually cheaper. Shopping is fairly cheap as well.